Oh, oula. Oui, ça tue. On va baisser ça un peu. Voilà, c'est déjà mieux. Ok, quoi? Ah, ok, Stream Elements Function, ça c'est cool. Est-ce que le tsat que ils font. Non. Le tsat, ça a pas l'air de marcher, merde. De ce côté-là, qu'est-ce qu'on a? Ah oui. Euh... Ok, je vais juste terminer ça. Hop, voilà, ça c'est bon. Je vais espérer que ça ne crache pas entre temps. Voilà. Alors, déjà, on va relancer le son. Autant pour moi, c'est le son du PC que vous avez coupé. Voilà. Je vais éviter les échos. Ah oui, d'accord, désolé. Bon, et ben sans tarder. Ouais. Normalement, avec ces tools, je devrais pouvoir faire le document. Ok, violet. Une Jaouda, s'il vous plaît, ou un Bennett. Un Rogan pour un nouveau perso, mais bon, ça va pas chier quand même. Bennett, let's go. C'est bien ça, c'est déjà ça. Hop. Ah, Fix! Comment ça va? Ah, je pensais pas que tu sautais sur la boutique. C'est quoi ton air, ça, alors?
Hey,
Jaouda!
nice to meet you. If you've got a
Première
commission,
Jaouda.
spit it out. As long
Petit
as the
historique
pay.
en une deuxième question. On en reste deux multi. Ok, une seule Jaouda. Je sais même pas si c'est un bon arbre. Ah si! Je peux voir le tableau. Là, c'est la troisième.
Here's the
Et bah voilà,
Academia's Distinguished Scholar
on
Award.
réglé les trois.
This is the Sumeru Puzzlers League Lifetime Achievement Award. And there's something from the
C'est-à-dire,
Synoxium on Ruin
attends,
Mechanism
peut-être que si je baisse le son de Genshin, ça ira mieux.
from the Haravata to Dark.
Mais qu'est-ce que tu entends par là par contre? C'est un problème avec l'équilibrage du son? Euh, Ah, ah bah ouais, j'ai plus ça. Merci pour le follow, Trix. Maintenant tu vois pourquoi je ne me connecterai pas sur Versat dans les prochains jours. Je vais plus. Bonne soirée. Alors, on va faire de la là. Et bah là, je peux pas. Je ne veux pas. Et là, normalement, je monte à 70. Hop, la star. un rituel, sérieusement. Ça devrait être illégal les armes sur une arme perso, quoi. Putain, escalade en rituel en plus. Il y en a une qui va être contente, mais vas-y, je lui donnerai partout. Enfin, une autre, je vais la remplacer par Zaoda, juste après. Non, hop, juste pour reprendre la capture de la destinée pour Ultra City. Allez, on va avoir. Alors, pour trouver les persos, Bennett, tu es C1. Comme les attaques conférées par Merveille Voyage est plus soumis à la restriction de PV. Et augmente numériquement l'attaque de base de Bennett de 20%. Hein. Sérieux? Attends, Merveille Voyage c'est le plus. On continue avec des compétences de d'attaque sur les. Voilà. Pas sûr de comprendre là. Les personnes se trouvant dans le sang et ayant moins de 70% sont soignés. Ouais. Les personnages se trouvant dans le sang et dont les PV sont supérieurs à 70%. Ah ouais, d'accord, ok. Ah, mais... Ah ouais, donc oui, c'est déjà super fort quand même. Ok. Euh, recharge d'énergie plus 30%, PV inférieur à 70. Ouais. Ça devrait pas être trop compliqué à proc comme effet. Attaque normale, exécution de la deuxième attaque du niveau 1 de sable. Effectue une attaque supplémentaire. Ok. Et donc là, donc une main, deux mains et as. Donc je vais découvrir de 15% ainsi qu'un non sans contrôle. Ah ouais, ok. Euh, donc ensuite on a Zaoda ici et Flambouzade. Il a un maximum de 2 flammes pour Zaoda. Arme. Rouillé, il bouge pas. Rost. Ah, rituel. Je ne sens pas le double compétence sur un personne pour le stade officiel, tu veux le faire. Artefact. Je n'ai même pas de. J'ai rien pour elle. Et je crache tout ça. Ah, ça fait mal. Je vais faire une bête. Ouais, je vais ressortir. Diminue la durée des expéditions de 25% à notre taille. Ça peut pas obtenir des renseignements provenant de diverses sources. Oui, donc ça c'est comme le. C'est comme Néfer. Ok, laissez-moi les montrer. Soignez votre personnage déployé. Ah oui, ok. Donc ça c'est l'un des robots auquel vous faites pop. Elle soigne. Maîtrise élémentaire et de supérieur augmente de 100% pendant 6 secondes si ses PV sont supérieurs à 70%. Ah ouais, pas mal. Ok, bon. Euh... Ouais, non, du coup, c'est pas tout. Alors, normalement, qu'est-ce qu'il y a là-dessous? Les pinsons sont toujours les plus mignons. Ok, donc ça va falloir que ce soit vite. Sauf que là, priorité à trail. Vous avez fini dans la vie, tout à l'heure? Ah ouais, donc heureusement que j'ai
Thank you for
évité
waiting.
toute la zone.
I finished checking your adventurer handbook. Here are your commission rewards. We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you for all your hard work lately. Perhaps
Amazing! Paimon never thought we'd end up having downtime in Nak. Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. Everywhere you looked, it was either the wild hunt causing chaos or the Fatui stirring up trouble. It felt like this whole region was one giant slime in a barrel, ready to go boom at any moment. Sure have. Things were looking pretty dicey, but in the end, we managed to turn it around. Whoa! Paimon just got deja vu! Oh, that's right. It's because we've done this like a million times now.
yes. Are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is soon to take place?
Oh, yeah. Llama told us. Wait, why do you mention it, though? Do people in Nasha Town celebrate it, too?
You're partially right. Most people in Nasha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. They do not concern themselves with the religious element. The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms and celebrate the birth of the moon goddess through song and dance. They would also prepare food and handicrafts and give them as gifts to others. Over time, it became Nodcry's most lively festival.
Oh, sounds like fun! Great! Well, in the meantime, since Catherine, when we first got here, you mentioned that this was where your spaceship landed? We didn't get to follow up on it at the time, because we got wrapped up in that whole rare situation, but now we can finally start well, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which goes, if you lift up a rock, you'll find something you... By that logic, you'll never find what you're looking for while you're searching, but the moment you stop looking, it'll jump right out at you. Could be worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff we want to do for now, and just keep an ear out for spaceship-related intel.
C'est vrai que je suis pas allé la voir cette semaine.
What's wrong? She looks super serious. Huh? Paimon gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina, but what does the doctor have to do with anything? Oh, that's true. And now that you mention it, it is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. What could he be up to? True. Paimon would much rather deal with Marionette anyway. Maybe it's the pressure of being a Fatuse? Especially as a Harbinger. Does she feel like she's gotta act tough to... But then, every time we headed out with Rarier, she always wound up having to repair Polonia and her other robots. That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. She's probably still furious about it. What? Relax! She's not even here! Huh?
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing! Where are we again? Oh yeah, Columbina? Right.
C'est vrai. C'est vrai que non, je s'endormir. Du coup, pourquoi l'icône elle est blanche? Actuellement impossible d'accepter une quête des chroniques séléniennes. Ok, c'est pour ça. J'ai peut-être juste besoin d'un tout petit détour. Quoique, il va falloir d'être au max finalement.
This realm.
Ouais. Ah, c'est mis à 6. Qu'est-ce qu'on a là? Ah bah oui, la mise à jour, un nouveau plan. C'est très important, je pense.
If you ever have any...
Hey, it's you! How are you doing? If you want to pass the time, you can't go wrong hanging out with me. Morning! What a nice day! Let's go have some fun.
Ok, donc. Voyage Bigway. Putain, j'ai pas fait mon compte de voyage. Oh la flemme. Une autre fois. Pour l'instant, c'est vrai. Hop.
Hey, she's sitting up! Is me sitting here a rare sight?
No, we just thought you'd be resting.
Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests. Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter.
Bah. Moi, je pensais que le gars et son qu'on avait le droit.
Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
Je vais te compenser.
I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that.
Quand vous étiez déjà venu une fois, quand tu dormi.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past... They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
Return home? So...
Yes. This planet continues to reject me. If I remain into that, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust, or turned into food for the flowers.
Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you. But it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return?
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with
Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll work like a slingshot!
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky. I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy. It's fun.
Mais si elle rentre, comment on va l'invoquer?
You see? She gets Paimon's sense of humor.
In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you are... I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth. And it has never expressed any desire to keep me here. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection?
Oh. Were you hoping I can answer?
Yes. You are a traveler, so you must have a lot of
Then, what I would say is... enjoy the moment.
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness and joy is joy! The point is to enjoy it, not analyze it!
I see. Then what I would say is, even though I am very tired right now...
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really? You... don't think I sound happy?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you.
Ah, a joke. Albeit not a funny one. Anyway, I assume you're here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that. there's something else we wanted to discuss with you.
Oh, then...
Sure.
On va toujours les sons super.
Thank you. So, I've heard that in the Moon Prayer Nights of the past, since you helped so much in our fight against the Rehir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming Moon Prayer Night.
I've never joined a moon prayer night before. I'm not sure what I would even...
Oh, don't worry about that. We take care of everything. All you need to do is show... Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just... This kind of felt like a golden opportunity.
But... They call me Kutar. And the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me.
I'll make it work. You have my word.
Yeah, we got your back. Well, he does. Paimon's actually not too sure what he's planning.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse your... I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Lauma, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither rather, it is... There...
That was kind of cryptic, but sure. Guess it's between the two of you. Well,
Et du coup, ça veut dire en fait, quand elle va retourner sur la Lune, on va pouvoir visiter la lumière avec les yeux. Mhm. Ok, deux choses. De un, Colombina vient de la Lune. Elle a deux paires d'ailes sur la tête, comme les anges qui sur Genshin ont vécu sur la Lune, ont même bâti un palais lunaire. Et les anges de la Bible ont plusieurs paires d'ailes. Et pour mettre spoil ces animations en combat, il y a clairement un lien entre Colombina et les anges de la Bible. Donc, est-ce qu'il serait possible que elle, tout comme les deux autres déesses de la Lune, soient des anges? Et ensuite, là, actuellement, les gens ont perdu leur couleur.
And also, I do not know.
Elles sont devenues toutes pâles. Elles jouent trop.
since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part. Lauma's gotta be the person.
Actuellement impossible. Pendant la phase de spécial, il me faut équipe d'arc. Ok. Et bah, je vais faire
Also, what exactly is your plan to keep her safe?
Not sure yet. I'll figure something out.
What? Are you serious? And Paimon even gave you her vote of confidence back there. Where did you... Hey, Lauma, it's us. Huh? Varka? What are you doing?
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink.
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs.
Right, yeah, that too.
What do you mean, that too?
Yes. Celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nodcry. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance. Our people take these to be blessed omens.
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rare. Everyone got put through the ringer recently, and now they're looking to turn their fortunes around. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said that people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories, but even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night, despite now knowing that their past beliefs were founded on a falsehood.
That's fair. It's a bit like the lantern ride in Liyue. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate the existence of the Adepti. Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the...
Wait, so... you mean she agreed to it? Huh.
Then I suppose that she intends to return.
Oh, yeah! It's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
I understand. In truth, well, if Kuthar has decided to participate in the...
Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness.
Darn! We may have been...
Nah, don't sweat the small...
Huh? Are you saying you...
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with you can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone.
The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kuthar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows, once we get the ball rolling, perhaps
Hey! Did you catch that? Lama said the thing!
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called Windbloom, and you can always tell which couples are celebrating it for their first time. And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the Moon Goddess's face at this festival.
Not quite the same, surely.
Anyway, I'll take care of business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions. No one else can capture that traditional aesthetic quite like you guys. But lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to life.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Mr. Varka had asked to see it already, so you may as well Also, I have some further questions
Incoming. Huh? What's this? They sure look like they're having fun.
I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like...
Maybe it's an innate talent? In their eyes, they're probably just playing with toys.
Wanatar! You wanna
Yeah. She looks more...
Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the chance.
Ah, ok. Ok, d'accord, je peux demander au...
What are these floaty things?
Moon veils. We hang them from buildings in the city during the festival. When you look at the sky through them, it creates a lovely misty effect. They're preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here. Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will...
Ah, there she is. Not to worry, though. All the necessary arrangements have been made. Just let me know once...
You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very traditional confection.
Oh, look at all these colors! It looks great! Can Paimon try one?
Of course. I have a...
You bet! Sweets and treats!
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Scions by now.
There will also be verdant crests like this present in Nasha Town. The timing of Moon Prayer Night is not completely set in advance. We make a rough estimate, then observe the changes in the verdant crest. As such, the wait itself is a fun feature.
Ok. Et là, je vois que ce qui m'intéresse, c'est Alice. Alice et Dury.
Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be a family to one another. She did not answer, but she has not appeared I took this to mean her answer was no. But if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation. Ah, I see. Maybe she is right. But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay. I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention, and as such, she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings, not burdens. We should wish her... Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do...
I see your point. Yes.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like she can't come back.
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep it simple.
C'est vrai que, ouais. C'est pas reparti une fois par an.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nasha Town soon. Want to come with? I'm guessing you have some other folks to visit there.
Sure thing, let's go! Bye for now, Lune!
Thank you all. Goodbye.
C'est quoi ça? Puis- Ok.
Albedo with twins! What could they be chatting
Ah bah,
about?
Your guess is as good as
on
mine.
va faire le pédo.
Ah, Grand Master, and the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello there. It's been a while.
Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our investigation.
Wait, let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the Abyssal Dragon?
Comment ça va? Non.
Yes, that too.
Ils sont pas d'urine. Si je me gourre pas.
Yeah, right! Oh, wait! Why does everyone keep...
Well, to be precise, the facts match, but not the causality.
Wait, so I guessed right?
Half right! Don't act so impressed with yourself.
Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flint's... At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all.
Hein? Des créatures abyssales, mais sans trace de pouvoir abyssal?
On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but something akin to reflections in the water, or perhaps a mirage.
Huh? What do you mean? Like, you could...
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any...
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Not Cry before, but I don't know much about it.
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nodcry in the run-up to Moon Prayer Night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters.
But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless. There is no great cause for concern.
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters, though? That's a first.
It's a first for me, too. So I'm planning to look into it further just to be on the safe side. I intend to inspect a few more locations.
What about you two? Any plans?
Alice contacted me a few days ago. She'd like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment, but we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar with her. We don't know when the wind will blow, yet when the wind blows, we will know. That, in a nutshell, describes how Alice operates.
Ouais, on peut pas se préparer, mais faut être prêt.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. Well, I suggest we investigate this Mirage business in the meantime. It's piqued my curiosity, and I'm pretty sure I know someone who will already be
Well said.
Right? Whatever's happening in Nodcry, she always seems to be... Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the festival while we're at it.
Également, on va aller voir. Juste. Ça va bien monter ou pas? J'étais à 70. 20. 0,4 double. Oui, je sais, je sais.
You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation. Only a little, though. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening, but this time... Either everyone's getting lucky, Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime, let me check off some points of interest. First, the
ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life. Or perhaps the memories of...
Oh.
So, you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans.
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no... In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very distant past. They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lauma before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000...
Did Paimon hear that right?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big help. I'll leave it with you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights of Favonius era came up in class.
En cours. Ah, donc il y a bien des cours à l'ordre de Favonius. Ça, c'est bon à noter.
It's quite a miracle that you were able to understand these phantoms' speech, given how long ago they lived.
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum. As an intelligence broker, which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter.
Alors, elle veut gagner les
So
pouvoirs de l'œuvre.
calculating.
Mhm.
Whew, this intel...
Sounds to me like we could split the work up.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flints, and me.
Agreed. It coincides with my duty as a lightkeeper.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss. But even rarer, perhaps?
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems only fair that we get some quantity of exclusive intel.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned. Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along.
Personne.
Oh yeah! By the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations. Would you and Yehoda like to join too?
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. Never. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. And Yehoda loves a party. So
No.
way to contradict me in front.
Wait, no, that's not what I... So many people. Alright, everyone in some... This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was... like, a spaceship? That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon marrow, right? Huh? You already know about it? Wait. Back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown! Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best. Wow. Really?
I guess that decides where we're heading next.
Bon bah voilà.
Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one.
Fair enough. You can...
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
Ouais, mais non, Marca, on s'en fout. Albedo,
Yeah,
Albedo, c'est son taf. Mais non. Albedo est direct.
What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head up?
Tell me, Yehoda, when did the Curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Oh,
Je viens en particulier. C'était... Ah, ça va. Qu'est-ce que... Mhm. Ah, mais il y a vraiment un problème en fait avec. Qu'est-ce que c'est, bordel. Je sais pas c'est quoi avec l'interface. Bah ouais, bah elle a clairement enregistré ici. Non, encore on peut pas se concentrer peut-être. Ah voilà. Là je vois tout. Euh, ouais, ok. Bon, plus tard. Attends, moi, pourquoi tu me laisses la réponse? Ah bah,
Well, what do you know? Yehoda was right on the money. This vamp, but that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists.
Ah, you're already here.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with...
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival.
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And the most we've been able to deduce is
attends.
that
Aucune race d'humains n'est jamais apparue. Néfer vient de nous dire l'inverse, il y avait des personnes de l'hyperborée. La seule chose que nous sommes arrivés à déduire, c'est que ce phénomène a un lien avec l'augmentation du Koubaki à cette période de l'année.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. This is all.
allow me to lend you a hand.
Si c'est lié au Koubaki, on peut essayer de demander à la commande. Par contre, personne ne calcule les deux types à côté. Oui, c'est vrai qu'il y a aussi ce cercle des
Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide a...
Is that a phantom?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals, and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy.
Okay.
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if in return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit... We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and... Let's give them a moment, and hope for the best.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them... It did find a lot of wild fruit. Enough for them to feast. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see...
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exist in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time, which we can't see.
Good point.
Blunthorn rhinos can use kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, they say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious.
So, just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about...
Yes. Still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your effort.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
What is this thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his.
What about his grandpa? Did he say any?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too.
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around a long time.
On me dit, vous avez un truc dans le genre avec l'âne. C'était une quête de monde, il me semble. On avait rencontré le jumeau. Parce que, encore une fois, ça pourrait être ça pourrait être quelque chose de similaire. Un tour du. J'ai oublié le nom de l'endroit. Ça commence à faire beaucoup de voyages en temps.
Come on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune. Today is the...
Huh?
Yes, brother, I shall join.
We should go with them.
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even...
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek...
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people.
Pourtant, l'homme, il a pu parler avec les animaux. C'est quoi ce bordel?
These phantoms are reenacting real historical events and nod. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is...
It makes sense. History is set in stone.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually...
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people. Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is... And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made of very tough material. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time.
Huh. Every now and then, when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like Grandmaster material for once.
Soulevable. Mais il a disparu. Ok, il aurait plusieurs milliers d'années. J'ai du mal à croire qu'il se soit simplement corrodé. Il y a quand même le labo des patrouilles juste à côté. Et il y a le rasseur de Solnaris qui a sévi pendant un bon moment et qui du coup connaissait le jumeau plus ou moins. Mais il avait perdu la tête, ça n'aurait pas de sens. C'est forcément les fatouilles qui ont fait quelque chose. Et comment ils auraient pu?
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? D'accord. The play électronique sélective de l'ordre de Favori, c'est la première à avoir terminé. Donc, je vais
Wait,
juste
we
voir.
have a team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well?
Par contre, ça n'a aucun sens de faire appeler l'équipe de Favonius, ça me fait Albedo et Durin de l'autre côté.
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like...
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless
Oui. Soit il serait ivre mort et il aura pas capté, soit il n'en aura rien à faire. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Satan.
Oh, no! Get away!
Ah, ok, bah, justement. La véritable équipe de Favonius.
Oh.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Durin. But as I'm sure you've noticed...
But we have to at least...
And try you have. But are you aware of how many
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little.
Alice, la gardienne des frontières. Elle n'est pas venue avec Rerir, qui est l'équivalent d'un archon de l'abîme, même probablement plus fort qu'un archon. Et par contre, elle vient pour ça. Donc, non, il faut peut-être qu'elle vienne spécifiquement pour ça. Simplement faire de l'expérience.
I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. Durin?
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nodcry during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Pendant le cataclysme, notre faille, notre lame, numéro, de toute façon que la porte de Kenry a vendu de ce que je fais est dans la partie du désert. Le Ravico, je suis pas sûr.
Conria.
That is correct.
Ça fait quand même beaucoup de liens entre Nodcry et Kenry.
As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nodcry, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible... Then 500 years ago, the whole of Tevat suffered an abyssal disaster.
Oh.
Once more, Nodcry was dealt a devastating blow.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave. be they human. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we're...
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but...
Yes. Fate was determined long...
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flint's. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian? And also, how are you able to stay so calm? From everything I know about you, you're not cold or rude.
Alas, I am forced to show my age.
Wait, so...
One is not easily moved by history when one has...
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return. Your curiosity toward the abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rarir's body in my lantern for a short time. Specifically, his heart. And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, you're...
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rarir, sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for...
Absolutely. In that sense,
Then I wish you every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history...
Incredibly, our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. Talking with the ancients? I mean, come on! And all this stuff about moons and hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
You look disappointed, Nefer. Is something the matter?
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in...
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it!
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history can turn... The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium store. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing...
Well, that goes without saying.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry. Shutting up. Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare some...
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although...
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark...
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting practice and...
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But...
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's into.
Wait, what the? Traveler? They're all looking at you.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler, if you find out what Kutar likes, let us know right away.
Is something the matter? I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled, but it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be all...
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically or mentally, we're here to talk.
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
Techniquement, tu es un gamin. Et donc là, il faut qu'on y retourne. Et toujours pas de chronique sérénée. Il est on a la table. Ah bah oui, du coup. Arcane. Qu'est-ce que Arcane.
Columbina, we're back! Huh? She's not here. Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time, too? Where did they all go? Walkies? Oh, well. Looks like we just came at a bad time. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway.
Elles ont pas repris leur
Columbina! Are you back? Oh, how strange. Looks like she still isn't here. Right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside. What about Luanatar? Hey! Do you know... Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she... Yeah, that's even stranger. What about him? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale. Good idea. She might know what's happening. Llama!
Ah, it's you. How is Kutar? Is she okay? No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weird.
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if anyone's... Come on. Let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it. It's not...
Makes sense. Let's go.
Ok, tu sors de là.
No, I don't reckon.
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now.
C'est mort. Je sais pas qui c'est.
Not sure, but it's
Oh,
No, 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 not that.
the sniffer.
That's the final boss? Surely not.
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Ah, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
ok, je pense que c'est vraiment pas qu'il sera introduction, ça va rentrer.
What is
I've heard that all the big shots in Tivat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us. Still, I, for one, think so that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Alice? It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a Dodoko, but Alice in the flesh?
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think?
You look like...
What is that supposed to mean, I'm the mother of Klee, Tivat's #1.
So she's a friend of your?
Kind of.
I see. Madam Mage, that was, quite a...
It's okay, Lauma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexen Circle. She's a friend of ours. That's right. She's a good person, just kinda... unpredictable.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It is a pleasure to meet
Mais
you.
du coup, il va y avoir... on a vu qu'il y aura l'examen social. On a Albedo, Alice, Dorine, il est fixable. Mona, elle semble être à Choumerou. Est-ce qu'il y a plus de Dorine?
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasant.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have...
He'll get used to it. Paimon sure is. So
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss. And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You will never succeed. Oh, drat! My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been... Thus falls the great Dodo King.
why are you playing along with this nonsense?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me?
No, it's just... you seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person. Paimon figured...
You're quite right. I'm here in Not Cry because something big happened. It concerns the 3 moons, Tivat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently kind of. Why don't we just... My main reason for coming on this trip to Tivat was, of course, to have some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well. Namely, I'll skip over the complicated parts. But to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tivat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been...
no wonder they tend to show up around Moonprayer night.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that it's
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdict. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon, the trilunar syzygy.
Ah oui, c'est des
A
trucs. Ah oui.
trilunar.
Eons ago, before the
Oui, mais
heavenly
je pense que
principles
c'est
came to Devat, it was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world. Oh, that's exactly it! The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising but fast forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon god. The power of all 3 moons is gathered here in Notcry. There hasn't been an event like
Ah
this
oui, du
since
coup,
the
on a
War of Funerary
on a
Flame.
fait saison 2. Ce qui est horrible parce que moi, du coup, je pense directement à Jingu.
And it's having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders. Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good...
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but it does make sense.
Esquiver la question. On avait dit quoi l'autre fois? On commence à des trucs compliqués, mais...
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious. But right now, I have a more important question to ask.
Régir? Ou alors Renova?
I see, I see. Nicole told me about that legend once. Oh, so you remember. Ah, yes, of course. That was a story about fate, her area. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of...
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
My body is so... Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. What's happening to me? I feel...
Merde, je vais faire un truc beaucoup plus vite que prévu.
Are you out for a walk too? Huh?
Ah! Elle est devenue un mirage.
The day has come at last. Have I grown so weak that but Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. Death is near. Is this... Will I return to the moon after I disappear? So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can... But as my power wanes, I suppose... I might take...
Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed.
These decorations... It's times like this when... You kinda wish...
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy in the past. People would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat. Coming.
I want to watch them.
So just fill these balloons with air.
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
Think fast.
Rita!
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a
Take this!
Huh?
Alright, enough horsing around.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if we fill them with air or water.
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret.
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Is pumping a balloon full of water
pouvoir récupérer un mock.
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way.
Huh? How come Lametti got a midsummer berry dessert? Oh, I always get
I don't mind sharing. You can have a...
I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone... And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the...
Hey! That was 2 bites! Oh, then you can have another...
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family. I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice being able to... What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town too. Maybe...
After the War of Funerary Flame, the Moon Goddesses were no longer recognized by Tevat. They lost the whole... That's why the Moon Goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her. To be more pedantic about it, the Moon Goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Tevat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want. Anywho, the Moon Marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the...
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared.
Ugh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess Now, I said earlier that the Moon Goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Tevat was lost. The same logic applies to the present Moon Goddess too. Consider her existence so far. her comrade, and she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frostmoon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence.
Wait, we did that?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be. Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire... Now, if you wish to find your moon goddess, there are two problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Tevat. At least enough to sustain her until
Strengthen her connection? But does that mean
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now.
Her name?
Yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one. Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either.
So, finding out her real name is enough?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will... Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field.
Wait, Mage N is going... That means we've got 2 Hexacircle mages on the case.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Tevat's border soon. That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till moon prayer night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mine.
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him.
You really are super busy.
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on, just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varka.
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her.
Yeah. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you.
She left in a hurry.
Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her?
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter.
That's a long story.
Ah oui, c'est pas encore fait. Comment qu'un perso s'installe?
What a lively place. I've never experienced Nasha Town like...
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through! Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they... quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take... You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the... Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life. Look, I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood.
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, what?
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're... friends. But then again, it wouldn't...
Columbina! sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time.
Oh. Then, so that was her way of trying to be friends with him. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
Hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The surprise of her life.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we... Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some moon...
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
I don't know why, but...
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too, but where do we...
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Avec les sens lunaires.
Columbina?
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be speaking.
Ah ouais, bah ouais. Ça va être un coup de temps. Mais du coup, en fait, elle a juste fait un caméo.
Where are they going? They mentioned a maid.
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nick?
Ah, not really. We've never met, though she has come up and... From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah, Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's... If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So...
Hey! Don't go around making promises on...
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexen Circle for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to every woman and...
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like, a windbloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from months?
Oh, true.
That would be... this young lady?
Ouais.
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you, but... Are you Miss Nicole?
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have...
Elle avait un bijou avec une pierre rouge dans le trailer. Je me souviens, tout le monde a dit que c'était un œil divin pierre rouge.
Have we got the wrong person? Well...
When I shook my head, I meant... Huh? My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about...
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before, but it is nonetheless a...
It's really you! Thanks for all your guidance!
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten... Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is...
Oh putain, l'inégalée sculptrice méconnue, la géante littéraire immortelle. Si elle écrivait, l'oratrice angélique silencieuse, dès qu'elle prononce un mot, on va rester silencieuse et observer le mot. Ok, bah elle est Alice.
No,
On
no,
voit qu'elle se sent
no!
dans son
Stop! Alice! I can't believe it!
Quoi? Oh putain, ils ont vraiment envie que je essayent de se laisser Alice là.
I had a whole speech prepared.
Tout le
I
monde avait genre,
agonized over
des
every
idées.
single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the... But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say.
Huh? Are they talking to... Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing...
Sorry? Embarrassing?
Yes. My name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred form and their power.
C'est vrai, elle est un ange. Bah, on peut pas trouver mieux pour
The
les
Traveler
alors.
and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan.
Right! Paimon remembers her!
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. It's because no. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on.
That's right. Is that something you can give us an...
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky. The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them but despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons, even after the War of Funerary Flame. They sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the...
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating.
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still after building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last, but of course, they were gravely disappointed. For it is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who...
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this?
Well, I mean, it's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control, and the words just... What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans.
Ok, bah les deux, je les trouve. M'en fous de leur titre, je les trouve les deux.
The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection, which means With enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection.
Okay, so they built.
Oh,
Is something wrong?
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to... Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means...
Yes. Although, I expect the That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed?
Ooh.
Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating... We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or... You look lost. Was that too hard to...
Yeah, things got a little, technical there.
All right. Let me think about how to put this more... Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the... If everything checks out, and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the Moon God...
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Yes?
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the moon...
My... name? Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as... Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea.
See ya!
She seems friendly.
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people and... Now then, the next order of business is... Where do we start looking?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has...
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith, but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kutar's birth.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Devat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's...
I should follow them. Just in case.
J'imagine que je vais avoir une deuxième partie. Ah oui, c'est vrai que... Ça, c'était une petite seconde. Genre, il me manque un point de TP. Il manque un point de TP dans une zone qu'ils aient exploré. Ouais. Bizarre.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar. What you see.
You're saying there's unreliable material?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. All right, let's take a look through. Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frost Moon Scions worshipped her as a god, placing impossible expectations. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar.
Lama speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices.
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar amongst the Frost Moon Scions of today. Only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her That being said, I have sensed some
changes?
Oh, seems like this is getting us nowhere. Oh, for what it's worth, why don't we check the...
Sure. Give...
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror... Yeah, right. That doesn't even make... The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that...
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading? Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches from the trees. Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth the Kuhanki.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. The Moon Chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as yet no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that? Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions but now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbine...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. And so, she gradually...
Yes.
Oh.
And now, I can...
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. But... Farkas said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing. see. There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too. Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little...
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean...
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together.
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you with—
Oh, no. We already met.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right...
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the...
Introductions are overrated. Especially in cases like this.
It's you!
So? It's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's...
Hat Guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for...
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moons.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat Guy. Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here. Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore. Second of the...
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's...
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Dottore, or Zondik, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
Quoi? Attends. Non. Le roi Ibis, c'est pas... Non, le roi Ibis, c'est pas...
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing for them.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Notcry. But we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his...
Why does it sound less like a file you're... Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two.
Sure.
Even though they're Harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know...
I got...
The Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her...
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Well, yeah. That's obviously part of it. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again.
La reine Isabelle.
What's the... Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way...
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about?
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the same...
Well, what do you know? So it does.
It's fine. I expected a...
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the academe... But this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation...
If anyone asks, I'm here in Notcry to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the academic...
you flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who valued...
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reihir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more...
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his...
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa...
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Notcry is almost concluded. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with...
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from... Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora. Both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly. But it was enough to show me he has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the only similarity we share is that, once we set our minds on doing something...
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got...
Ugh, do not!
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole... Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. Then leave the
Exactly! This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No! That gas was poisonous! If I hadn't been there... And after all that, he left, while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time! Waste of time? The nerve! He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Ah ouais, il est confortable, Martin.
Hat Guy, I must say, you seem awfully...
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other...
Wait, what?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in... Anyway, back to the main agenda. Varka, you said that Columbina has gone missing?
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis. That Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a...
I always thought that was weird. What could she do? Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to... More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask, but Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting... It was a dumb and stupid rumor. But the...
And what happened after?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited. And Her Majesty never gave her any missions. So she just... For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me some, and so I waited quietly for the day that I...
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest. I forget who said it. But those words have always stuck.
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from a...
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, I'm just so used to it now. After all the arguments we've had, I can't...
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
Huh! It's a Sealy! Does that mean...
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes...
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do. Okay, time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy!
Je vais pas te mentir. Oh, on passe sur du rythme. Dommage. Je vais devoir me garder ça pour la prochaine fois. Évidemment, les gars.
Here you are.
Oh, hat guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things...
Fine. Dotori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much. How about you? Any progress?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But...
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I...
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sounds and lights to guide them. However, we could not change their fates. At most,
the events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Teyvat that can escape it.
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these...
It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, Mage, I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe it's because you want her hypothesis to come true. So, think for yourself about what you want to do.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms. Which, if we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them?
Yes, and I suspect that's something. Everything in Tevat is logged in Irminsul. But the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Tevat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage.
Is anyone there? She's missing. I have to find. I hear someone inside. Spargana? Ah!
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision. Maybe he'll stay away.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the...
To intimidate and obstruct.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
Get back! I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
He... Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See...
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's monsters ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. Is it... The barrier's gone too. How? Anyway, I guess I'll...
Quickly, let's...
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
Ah ouais, mais non, là, il est pas.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters!
There's still a chance, Durin. Use the trap.
Help me!
Ah non, mais je vais pas devoir tout refaire. Oh,
Help me!
ça va être un peu plus dur.
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana's her name.
Get out while you still can, you fool.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be...
Sorry. Wish I...
Okay, thank you. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for...
Don't bother. I've got no...
What's that noise?
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap. Let's...
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's got me this far after all. What? Hey! Let us out! Spargana, are you there?
En vrai, je vais pas la retirer.
Huh? That looks like one... Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there. She left her...
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
What?
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he... But then... This clue could be the key to him...
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! Why? Why won't you let me go in? I've searched and searched and searched just for... I no longer have any...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him... Albedo? Hat guy? Let's try one more time. I don't know how...
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head.
Huh? What?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What? Huh?
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. But you were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her.
What? No.
Yes. Even so, we're trying to find a way.
You've not seen my daughter. It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just tired. Maybe this is done. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while. You look...
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that I've... You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a...
Yes. It seems you've never heard of it.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid. Yes.
I have, but... I
see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Python?
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Sal Vindaknir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place...
I see. Sure enough. I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to...
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation, but if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much...
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous... I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. Might be best if you don't waste too much time. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to tell her about what I've heard. May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will... The ending of this tale did not change. But I believe that we've just made... May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I... You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated. Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar. As for you, you're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you...
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
And what did you do before?
Prepared for the entrance exam.
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it,
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering. A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that, Durin, resisting the influence of the Abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying, but no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. But the real answer is, yes, you.
That guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path.
I will. I promise.
All right, break time's over.
Hello?
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to, The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before. And the scale is...
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a...
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. I should probably have Nicole come and check this.
Bon, parfait. Acte terminé. Non, non.
There you are.
Ouais,
I was
ça
worried
allait.
you might stop to collect treasure chests opened by the Seelie along the way. It
Ouais,
would have
plus vite,
taken you
ça.
so much longer to get here.
Bon, la première acte terminée, du coup, sur les 3, si je ne me trompe pas. Ouais, 2 actes d'histoire principale, un acte pour Turin, et puis les quêtes Exenciacus. 2 heures, un acte. Donc demain, on finit l'histoire principale. Et dimanche, je l'avais tous dans le PC. Donc Turin plus quête Exenciacus. Il n'y a pas d'exploit à faire. Donc je pourrais en plus terminer mes weekly et faire un peu de endgame. Ouais, et bah ça va être un programme plutôt chargé pour les prochains jours. Mais en vrai, c'est pas lourd. Je peux retourner sur Vers cette semaine prochaine. Allez, désolé.